Canada! We just made it to Canada. Dennis, how do you feel?
Slightly interrogated, but
no, they were like the nicest people ever, and we just couldn't find our license and registration at first, or our registration, so we kind of like got nervous, but everything went really quickly. They didn't even search the RV, they just let us go right through. They were super nice, and now we're in Ontario. We even like frantically went to the vet today to make sure we had our rabies vaccinations for our cats updated, because they told us that we would need that, and they didn't even check. So that was kind of a 2-hour delay in our arriving to Canada, but you know what, better to be prepared than not. So
yeah, it was either that or a possible 14-day or some weird quarantine, I'm sure, for the cats. Who knows?
We didn't want to do
We
that.
just didn't want to do it. So
Yeah, so passing through Canada, our first time, eh? Wins. That was bad. Okay. well. So we'll keep you updated as we are in through Canada. Bye.
Anyways, my long-winded explanation of Hogtown is there's an iconic sandwich that everybody should get, right? If you're in Toronto, it's the female bacon sandwich. So it's like back bacon. I think you guys call it back bacon. It's a back bacon sandwich. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we're from the deep south, so there's all kinds of weird extra.
So it's the loin. Now you're talking to the chef though. It's the loin section, right? Yeah. It's the loin. So basically, it's brined and then it's rolled in cornmeal and then it's sliced and then they just give it a quick little. But the way it's traditionally supposed to be done, it's done upstairs, right? There's two. There's Paddingtons on the other side, which I kind of like, but I don't like them because they don't do it traditionally. They try to put their spin on it. But then Curacao Bakery upstairs, they do a traditional kind of female bacon sandwich. So I'm saying, if you come all the way to the market, you come all the way down here, and I don't like this market. Kensington Market's way better. If you come all the way down here, you gotta have the female bacon sandwich. At Curacao upstairs.
Good.
Spicy. Wow. Long pepper. I don't spicy most. Do I have anything on my face? The female sandwich from Carousel Bakery in St. Louis Market. Yes. Yeah, my wife is making fun of me behind the camera right now because I have stuff on my face. It's actually spicy mustard and it kind of burns my lips. But, alright, so for anyone who's ever had a slab of country ham, pretty much a less salty version of country ham. With a little bit of cornmeal, lightly seared, I don't even call it seared, lightly crisped on the outside, with a very mild bun, multi-grain seems like, and spicy mustard. That's like hotter than horseradish with some pickled pepper. Really good. I highly recommend it.
We just left Toronto yesterday and we're staying at a Harvest Coast currently. And as you can see, we're right on Lake Ontario. It's absolutely gorgeous. The weather since being in Canada has been wonderful. It's like a spring day every day. So it really has just been so beautiful. We've really enjoyed our stay here in Canada.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the weather for a second. So while we were in Toronto, it was pushing, what, 86 to, at the high was like 83, but then at night it was getting down to like 68.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like a perfect day. It was really, really, really gorgeous.
Low humidity, just perfect.
Yeah, we were actually able to do a lot of stuff outdoors in Toronto. We ended up spending a whole day at the beach, which was really beautiful. Something to kind of think about though before you go to the beaches is the lake. I guess this is a lake that's controlled, the water level is, but I guess they didn't do a good job this time of year. So they were
Well, they've
flooded.
had a lot of rain.
Yes, so
Unseasonably lots of rain.
so they shut down several beaches because of it, because it had flooded too much. So there was actually only 3 beaches open, and then you also have to check the E. coli count for each beach. So you have to check the water level and the E. coli count. There's either a blue flag or a red flag telling you if the E. coli count is too high and that you're not supposed to go in the water or not. So luckily all went well, and we ended up being able to spend a beautiful day on the beach. No E. coli, no floods, and it was literally gorgeous. So then the next day we went to Scarborough Bluffs.
Scarborough Bluffs, yes.
So this was beautiful as well.
Yeah, put some pictures up on that. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically it's a huge like clay ridge that you can look over Lake Ontario from what was it, like the north side of downtown or on the south side. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there's 2 different parts. They don't want you hiking on the bluffs because they're having problems with erosion. But it was really cool. It was a beach you could swim in down there, although I wouldn't advise it because there is a water treatment, like wetland estuary that feeds back into the lake right there. So we saw people swimming there, but I wouldn't do it. And then just the view though from the bluffs was absolutely amazing.
And the water.
The water's so
the
blue.
water here too. I don't know if it's just Lake Ontario, but it almost looks like the Mediterranean, just if you're on the actual coast. It's so blue and green. It's beautiful. It's cold, and like you said, the runoff. So that's one thing that we didn't really, I guess, think about is that a lot of the sewage ends up dumping into the lakes. A lot of it's from prior, before they realized that kind of wasn't the best idea in the world, and they're just now starting to clean it up and fix it, which is
since the 80s.
Well, since the 80s, yeah, but still, it's still. I mean, think about it's still a problem even since the 80s.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like all over the lakes here. We didn't really think that it could potentially be a dirty area or have issues, because you know we're used to swimming in the ocean, so unless there's an oil spill, you're pretty good to go. So yeah, that was just something different for us that we kind of didn't think about until we got here and people mentioned it. But yeah, there's lots of free outdoor stuff to do. The only thing with Toronto is parking is a total pain in the butt, and traffic was awful. So we were about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, to sometimes an hour with traffic outside of Toronto, just north of the airport. And we would take the motorcycle in and try and find parking. And everywhere you go, you have to pay if you can find a spot. So if you can like park once, maybe take an Uber in or take the metro or just do something that might be...
If you're staying in a hotel in the city, you're going to be better off than we were. We were camping a significant amount of time outside of the city, at the campground we were at. So drive time in, plus traffic when you get there, plus trying to find a spot, that all adds up as far as your drive time is concerned. But if you're staying in the city, then you can easily bicycle, walk, or Uber anywhere you want within probably 15 minutes.
Yeah, and there's lots of outdoor, like there's huge trails that go right along the beach. So you could bike ride there for a super long period of time, and you're on your own little bike trail. It was really beautiful.
Nice dedicated bike trail.
Yeah, and the city was just so fun and diverse. There was like every type of restaurant you could imagine. There was every type of culture. There was always something to do, really cool restaurants or bars for you to visit. There was definitely not a shortage of things to do when you're in Toronto. So yeah, and everyone was really nice, and when they found out we were visiting, they were so happy to tell us about their favorite restaurants or places to go. That's how we found out about Scarborough Bluffs.
Yeah.
So we definitely suggest visiting Toronto. It's an absolutely beautiful city, and so far we love Canada.
There's going to be a Canada part 2, so stay tuned. So this is just the Toronto portion of Ontario. Now we're going to go to Niagara on the Lakes. Next is the next stop, so we'll be doing a video after that.